speed. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. The Ducks will get us underway with the opening kickoff. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Golden Gophers offense will get the football first. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Quick release on the RPO. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Well, nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
To the air, it's Lindsey. Catch in the middle, it's Tracy. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Leaves it with the back. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. The give on the option. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Third down play from the gun. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
You just got to wonder, too, guys, if the crowd didn't impact the offense. They're playing on the road on the first third down of this football game. Incomplete. The idea here, I think, just punt it away and see if you can regroup, because this environment is hostile.
Punt is in the air. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So Oregon's offense will take the field for the first time. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country, and how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse, do they let him make a play? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups, or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you don't want that smoke. And I'm interested to see, Jesse, if he has the onions to go after the corner and try to make plays on it.
Well, one thing we know about him for sure is he's a believer in his own arm talent. He's the kind of guy that thinks he can fit the football into the smallest windows, but you're right. He's got to pick his battles and be careful when he decides to attack this guy, because he has picked off some really good quarterbacks in the past, and you know he's just licking his chops, hoping for a chance today.
It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They'll ride the hot hand. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Ducks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Moore will throw. Looking to the big tight end. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
I know it wasn't an interception, but a lot of times tips and deflections leads to interceptions. Great job by the defender getting his mitt on the football.
And the Ducks come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Working that left side. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The Ducks can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
And not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
I think sometimes as a quarterback, when your offense is struggling, you don't have any points up on the board yet here at the end of the 1st half. You're just trying to take a shot to see if your guy can make a play. And that time, he thought he had the matchup he wanted, but he has just not been able to ever find a rhythm. And this defense is making it really hard on him, forcing that one to fall incomplete.
Pulls and fires complete. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Autzen. Dropping back, it's Lindsey. Rushes on him. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. The Golden Gophers will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Catches it cleanly at the 20. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The give to the tailback. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. That's caught. It's low. He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
The Ducks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Unloads quickly. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Looking downfield on 1st down. strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
And the Ducks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Moore to the air. Quickly complete. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Eugene. And that defense has to feel like it just played about as close to a perfect first half as it can play. And who am I to argue? I mean, check out that scoreboard. Bone-crushing hits and an airtight secondary. Feels like they have 12, 13 dudes out there against that offense, which needs a real pick-me-up and fast. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in Autzen Stadium.
And the Golden Gophers will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Not a lot of offense, in fact, no offense in terms of scoring there in the first half.
You got to give the defense credit on both sides. They've been physical. They've been making plays. So now, which of these offenses can break the tie? It's not going to be easy, but for this offense now taking the ball here first in the second half, we've got to get something done.
Finally giving the defense some credit. How did that feel coming out of your mouth? Did it hurt? Like, did you not like to say that? It sounded painful.
I just threw up in my mouth.
Caught in the backfield, it's Bryant. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And here comes the offense on second down. Back to the ground game on the left. Makes it past the marker. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Grab behind the line. It's Hughes. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
The Ducks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Caught in the backfield, it's Bryant. Finds a crease at the 20. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
No touchdowns yet, but that may change very soon after that long completion by the offense. Really great route, and a nice job of looking that one in. He set his offense up now in the red zone. They're looking to score some points.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Touchdown, Oregon! They take the lead with the 6.
Well, it's been a defensive war this entire game, and you're wondering, who can break through. Give this offense a lot of credit. It has not been easy, but they've been physical. They did a really nice job, I think, with play calling there and setting things up. And finally, someone is able to get on the board.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it, and you could tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
Here comes the option. Quick toss. They knock him down behind the line, and the defense finishing this third quarter in style. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Moore will throw. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
I'll tell you, when this guy's in a rhythm, he never misses. And you've seen that in this game. Very, very accurate up to this point. That time, though, a little bit out of rhythm, and I think that's why he missed that throw.
Third play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Complete to the left. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
And they did everything right in this 4-minute type situation, trying to bleed the clock. First you get the completion, then you get the first down, and you stay in bounds. You could not execute that play any better.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. Into the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And now the lead is extended a little further.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Dropping back, it's Lindsey. Here's a heat. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
The Golden Gophers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Gonna swing it on second down. Fires to the big fella. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Taylor. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
Yeah, what a nice job finding your matchup, Palmer, on 3rd down. Understanding I got a guy that can catch the ball to the backfield. Nice angle route, getting right there between the linebackers and getting the 3rd down conversion.
It was a really good job, too, David, of the running back that time, setting up like he was going to the flat, and the linebacker gets a little bit too excited. He then puts his foot in the ground, cuts back to the middle. It's an easy pitch and catch, and they get the first down.
Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
He's got him. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
And the Golden Gophers will have it 1st and 10. Gonna look downfield again. He's gonna let it go. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game.
Hallelujah. Thank goodness this offense finally gets something together, something positive. It's been a day full of a lot of negatives, no points in the ball game, but makes the big play, the big passing play. Maybe this gives them a spark. Maybe this gives them a reason now to get some momentum and maybe score some points.
The big explosive play put him right on the edge, but you got to finish the deal. Trying to punch it in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Back to throw, it's Lindsey. Grabbed in the end zone for a touchdown, and there's still a hill to climb, but they are still fighting, staggering, stumbling, but still upright and not finished yet.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a 1-possession game. We've got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7.
That makes the score 40-10, Minnesota.
Just under 30 seconds left, so they've got a chance if they can get this onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.